My Name James, Episode 4, Investigation. The circular hotspot in the middle of the road persisted throughout the week. I checked every day, as well as acknowledging the fact that it had snowed every day this week. The spot, still warm, faint noises, still emanating. One evening, my curiosity broke me. I pursued, despite my natural self-preservation instincts screaming at me not to. I opened the sewer gate. It was 10 o'clock p.m., and the road was clear of vehicles. With me, I had a flashlight with an already fading battery life, a cheap-ass headlamp from Walmart, and a small bag containing a water bottle and some granola bars. Just in case. I peered down into the depths of the warm abyss with only the ladder in my sightline. My dying flashlight and cheap-ass Walmart headlamp did nothing to safely illuminate the mystery down below. As I found my footing on the hard steel ladder rungs, hoping the snow on my shoes wouldn't cause me to slip and plummet to my doom, I felt the warmth and humidity hit me, much like that one night weeks ago. As I descended step by step, I felt the persistent anxiety hit me. I should have had my friends come with me. Why am I doing this alone? Will I die? I didn't tell anybody that I'm down here. Despite battling myself, I felt myself reach the bottom, and suddenly I was much more focused on the fact it was entirely dry down there, as well as not stinking like shit. My cheap-ass headlamp revealed a bend going to the left. The tunnel consisted of large brown bricks and archways, seemingly going on for a mile. After leaving a marker of a neon piece of tape wrapped around the bottom rung, I fought every bit of anxiety I had about this dumb idea and continued down the path. Warm, humid, and no sewage, no smell. It must have been an inactive sewer tunnel or something, I thought, as I walked further. My visibility was low, and my flashlight already died, literally right when I turned it on. So, my headlamp in its short range was all I had. I can't see shit, I exclaimed loudly, alone, in a tunnel, like a jackass. Then I shut up. It must have been 5 minutes of walking when I saw a glimpse of cyan light flicker faster than I could even comprehend. That is when I was shook. Nope, I'm out of here. Too late to turn back now. Go check it out. Fuck that, I'm trying to survive. When I finally stopped arguing with myself, I pursued the light source. I was running toward it at this point, only seeing what my headlamp was flickering on. I was running on hope alone, hoping that I scared whatever was down there with my boldness, or at least I thought. Then, a crumpled up, destroyed-looking device with a white paint job came into view. The dirt it had accumulated on it alluded to it being there for some time. Whatever crumpled this thing, it was here at one point. My imagination went wild. I pulled my phone out and took some photos. Then my phone shut off. What the fuck? Now I was officially freaked out. I got up and saw a very faint cyan light around the end of the tunnel. I had no other option but to keep going. As I got closer to this oddly colored light, I attempted to summon all the fighting styles I never learned effectively. Just in case. I turn the corner and the light blinds me. Like its intensity went way, way up. I shield my eyes from what appears to be some sort of spotlight protruding above a large steel wall. I couldn't even comprehend what I was looking at. Some sort of secret society entrance? The hidden inner world below the Earth's crust? A presidential emergency shelter? Is this shit the Pentagon? An entrance to hell? I was floored. I did the only thing I knew how to do. Touch the wall. A seam ran down the middle, to which I had now concluded it was some type of door. I tried to wedge my fingers in it to pull it open, but let's be real, bro. Really think you can pry open a sealed door? Sorry, a sealed steel door, not even a regular sealed door. Like, if it was a wood door, you could kick it down. A steel door. I started to contemplate the decision of coming here. I called to a higher being, given no direct answer, of course. The only answer was the one in my head. Pry it open. What am I, the Incredible Hulk? I thought in argument to my intuition. Fuck it, I said, and shoved the tips of my fingers into the seam, trying to get a hold, to pull. Then, the door slid open incredibly fast, so much so that my heart jumped. After I came to and my eyes focused, adjusting to the blinding white light, a nearly empty room with steel floors and white walls was in front of me, with only a small white cube protruding from the floor, looking like some sort of podium. I began to approach the cube. Absolutely bewildered and scanning my surroundings, I turned my cheap-ass Walmart headlamp off, and I remained silent. As I walked, I knew that I wasn't about to be a horror movie dumbass shouting, "Hello! Hello! Hello!" like I'm a fucking cow mooing at the slaughterhouse. Hell no. I reached my hand out to touch the cube and nothing. I tried to run my hand around it and nothing. Stumped and surprised, I shrugged and began turning around to walk back. The door's shut. My only way out gone. I laughed. You'd think, wow, this movie trope is way overplayed, right? Well, clearly not enough. After my brief chuckle, my heart sank. I was genuinely trapped in some strange secret room and no one knows I'm here. Fuck. 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 Why, hello there! I froze. Ready to use my non-existent fighting skills, I balled my hands up like an old-timey gentleman's fisticuffs match. I love some good fisticuffs myself, but I assure you that will not help you. I see you aren't quite the pickle. Ha! Who is that? I was looking all around the room, and then I met eyes with him. And no, this is not where you think it's going. A panel on the wall flips closed behind him as he slowly walks out. He's a thinly structured man in some sort of white lab coat with a hoodie. Cyan accents detailed his coat. A backpack carrying God knows what, with white pants and boots to match. He smiled. His face was a softer one, with dark thin eyebrows, cyan eyes, and a black mustache, and perfect teeth. His face seemed to be covered in what I can only assume as cyan camouflage. Why he has this, I have no clue. Absolutely floored, I stumble and ask, "Who are you?" "Well, I'm so delighted you asked. My name is Dr. Philly Cheesecake." Doctor, what? I couldn't comprehend. It felt like my brain was going to snap into two entirely different pieces. Dr. Philly cheese steak, but like cheesecake? What? Oh, you silly boy. It's Dr. Philly Cheesecake. Got it. What do you want from me? I asked. I want nothing. You are an unexpected but welcomed guest. True. His smile began to fade slightly as his cyan eyes began to squint at me. Before I could say another word, he interjects, "But I do need a localized subject to test the optics of my PCC drones, if you would be so kind." Drones? Is that what I saw in the tunnel? And what the cops were looking at? I thought. Hey, Dr. Philly Cheesecake. I'm not really supposed to be here to begin with. I kind of stumbled in here, and just to be honest, I just work at the Dunkin' Donuts, and what is a Dunkin's Donut? He asked, innocently and likely intrigued. The coffee and donut place, they're all over New England. It seems my drones haven't come back with a locational assessment. I'll bet there's more of you silly creatures out there in this New England. He turns, walks towards a blank wall that flips its panel to reveal a computer-looking device. He begins to, what I assume, is type. Wait. Those broken machines I saw were probably your drones that you haven't seen. I know where two of them are. But, before all that, man, I gotta know your story. Are you some sort of government scientist or something, or a spy? Please, tell me, I won't say anything, I promise. Oh, silly boy. I'd be joyed to tell you where I'm from. But I cannot recall. I'm here on this planet to hold a sustainable laboratory to research and develop experimental technology. It is my only known objective, I'm afraid. I laughed. This is some kind of vivid fucking hallucination. I'm ready to commit myself to an institution. A man in some sort of coat deep underground in some advanced lab is telling me he doesn't know where he's from and has some ridiculous name, like a name a couple idiot friends on Xbox Live would come up with. I stopped laughing. Dr. Philly Cheesecake was no longer smiling. A genuine look of concern was on his face. Entry 098. Local life form seems to be sentient, though a bit unnerving. Alright. I took a deep breath. You need your drones, right? Indeed. What do I get out of helping you? The joys of discovery! Not gonna cut it. He sighed, with an exasperated moan. I will provide some more information. Great. Let's get those drones back. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of My Name James. This is the glorious return of the My Name James narrative series. It's been quite a long time since there's been one of these, and I'm extremely excited to have made this new chapter for all of you. And I just want to thank you for tuning in to Strider's GorillaSquadCast. And more on the way. What will happen next time? Will Philly Cheesecake tell the truth? Tune in next time. GorillaSquadCast.